soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou, her maid, art far more pale than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vessel livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew, she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourse, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. To the fair stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her hand, the brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight does a lamp, her eye in heaven would through the arid region stream so bright. The birds would sing and think if it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch her cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, but thou art glorious to this night, being over my head as a winged messenger of heaven, unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to glaze in him, when he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Defy thy father and refuse thy name, or thou wilt not be sworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak of this?
'Tis by thy name that is thy enemy. Thou art thou self, though not a Montague. What is a Montague? It is nor a hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What is in a name? That is which we call a rose. By any other word would smell just as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called. Retain thy dear perfection, which he owes. Without the title Romeo doth thy name, and for thy name, which is part of thee face, be thee myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized henceforth. I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou then? Thus did be screen in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I had written it, I would tear the word.
My ears had not drunk 100 words of thou tongue's uttering, and yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maiden, if either thee dislike.
How comest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and this place is death, considering who thou art. Are any of thy kinsmen find thee here?
With love's light wings did I approach these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, that dares love attempt, therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alas, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for one word they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prolonged, wanting of thy love.
But whose direction followest thou out this place?
By love! That first did prompt me into inquire. He let me counsel, and I let him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as thou vest shore watched with the farthest sea, I should adventure to such merchandise.
Thou wouldst know the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush beseat my cheek, for which thou heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell from this form, fain deny. What would I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thee at thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove it false. At lovers' perjuries, they say, Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love me, pronounce it faithfully, or I thou thinkest I am too quickly won. If I'll frown and preserve and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo, or else not for one word. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think me haver light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove thee more than those that have more coin to be strange. I should have been there more strange, I must confess. But that thy overheardest, I were where my true love passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow that tipped with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconsistent moon, the monthly changes in their circle orb, lest thy love be likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou swear, swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not answer. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like lightning, which doth cease here till when I can say its lightness. Sweet, oh good night, this bud of love, by summer it's ripening beneath, by prove beauteous flower, when we next meet. Good night, as sweet response and rest calm thy heart as to within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction can thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou did request it, and yet it were given again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose? Love.
But to be so frank and give it to thee again, and yet I wish for the blessing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, and my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, and the more they are infinite. Madame! I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. A nun, good nurse, sweet Montague. Be true, stay a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed night. I am afraid, being in night, all this is but a dream, too flattering, sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If thou hast been of love be honorable, then to thy propose of marriage, send me word tomorrow by 1, and I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite. And all at my fortune at thy foot I lie, and follow thee, Lord, throughout the world.
Madame!
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madame!
Bye, I come to cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
Oh, thrive my soul!
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst to want thy light. Love goes toward love, as school by similar books, but love from love toward a school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist, for the falconer's voice. Oh, lure the tassel back again. Bondage is hoarse, and may not speak aloud. Else I tear the cave with echoes lie, and make her weary tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of O Romeo.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My dear,
1 o'clock tomorrow shall I send for thee?
by the hour of now.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgotten, and why I did call thee.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget. If I have thee stand here, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forgetting any other home.
'Tis almost morning. I will have thee gone, and yet no farther than a wanton's bird. That lets it hop a little from its hand, like a poor prisoner in its twisted knives, and with a skin thread plucks it back again. And so loving jealousy is so his liberty.
I were a bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with such cherishing. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night, until it be tomorrow.
Sleep well upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast, where I will sleep, and peace so sweet to rest. Hence will I go to thy ghostly father's close tell, his help to crave, and my dear's help to tell.